Hello everyone and welcome back again. So I was watching Peach and Alf's update on the giant onions last night and I thought I'd better do something about mine because they're not looking great. So if you've watched a previous video, it's only a short one, but it's two crucial mistakes that I've made in the garden so far this year, and one of them being airflow and not opening the doors on these polytunnels when I'm going to work, and due to that I've lost two of my biggest onions to rot. Right, well, I think the first thing we do is get that temporary polytunnel down and get in there cleared out. So I'll get the camera set up and we'll get on doing that now. Well, that is a damn sight better in here. I don't think I'll do that again if I'm honest. A couple of bits coming up here. That's three-cornered leek. A couple of weeds to come out. That is looking damn sight better. Now I can get two of these in the back there. Might even get two either side. Let me move 4, 5, 6, 3, 4. I might do that actually. I'll put two either side of them, and then the rest can go in the big pots that I've bought, especially just for these onions. Well, now that that's out of the way, that gives us a lot more space and a lot more light in here. I can get this window open, get a nice breeze through here, and already things are looking a bit better. I've got quite a bit of space on either side of these, so what I might do is stick two on either side, but the rest of them we're going to be planting them into these. Now these are Airpots. I've not used them before, but idea is they've got these little holes all around the outside of the pot, which the roots will, when the roots reach the holes in the pots, they burn out and then they've set out new feeder roots. Do have one that I built earlier. All you do with these is pop the bottom in, roll it round, and then you put these two little bolts in there, plastic bolts. These are 20 litre pots. I'd have liked to have got some bigger, but they're quite expensive. I will pop a link to these in the description if anyone is interested in trying them. It's not something I've used before, so I can't give my honest opinion just yet, but I will be trying them throughout the season, and I will be trying a few of the things in them as well. So if you're interested to see how they do, or how everything does using these Airpots, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and follow along. But I'm going to pick the 4 that can go in the back here. Just going to go for the first 4, I think. Where are the little plastic clips for this? You can go there. So this bed at the back here, I have already amended all this bed. It's had chicken manure, it's had a little bit of farmyard manure, and it's had a couple bags of fresh compost dumped on top, and a load of my own homemade compost right at the bottom. I've also added some Linktree. I'm going to be adding this to my compost mix as well, so we'll talk about this then. And I've just put a dust in the mycorrhizal in the hole. You can see it's really nice stuff in there. These are starting to get a bit pot bound. As you can see, the roots turning back up on themselves. So I'll just tease them apart from the bottom. Just do exactly the same with another two on that side, and then the rest can go in pots. Here's what I'll probably end up doing is later on come and try and stake these up properly. Should have some clips for this one, but not sure where they've gone. She's too. There we go. I think these are a little bit too tall and a bit big to put them on each one, so I'm going to have to try and work something else out, I think. I didn't put any mycorrhizal in that last one either. Always one that you forget. I'll give them a good watering later on this evening. I have watered this bed this morning, so it is quite damp, but I will give them a good soaking later on this evening. So we'll move on and get the ones done in pots now. Right, well, into these 3 pots, we've got our 3 onions here. We're going to be using Clover Professional compost. We're going to be adding some farmyard manure, fish blood and bone, and some Nutrimate. This is from Medwins of Anglesey. This is the Nutrimate Powdered Gold. It's basically humic acid or folic acid. Helps the nutrients become more regularly available to the plants and helps the plants uptake it better, so giving you better growth in the long run. So the Clover Professional does have added nutrients in it, so I'm going to go easy on it at first. We're only going to add a little bit of the farmyard manure into these for now. We can always top dress them with some more if we need to. So I've just filled these about halfway. I've already emptied some of the farmyard manure out into this bucket just to try and break up some of the lumps. Just add a bit of that in there. Also going to mix in some perlite, so I'll add this settle for a second. I'm not going to be adding too much, as drainage on these pots isn't really an issue. Fish blood and bone, I'm just going to put a handful in each pot. And as for the Nutrimate, it recommends 500 grams per 100 litres, but I'm just going to go easy on it. This is something that I've only just started using this season, so I'm just going to give each pot a light sprinkling for now, and if we need it further on down the line, we can add some more to the top. And I'm going to give the roots a dusting mycorrhizal fungi, just to encourage root growth and hopefully get these roots to spread out into these pots. And just fill right around the plant. Doing this out on the grass, so I'm not really bothered about dropping any soil or compost. I just get worked into the garden. Just so that's nice and compact down there, and try and clear the base of the plant. Just try and keep there clear. And just add a little handful of perlite onto the top. And that's that one done. So I'll do these other two exactly the same and pop back after that. Right, so that's another job done. Give these a good soaking now. Let them sit for a bit. Give them another soak, just because this clover compost does get really dry. Is what I might do is I want to try and get my hands on a bale of straw. And once I get that, I'll just put a bit along the top of these just to stop the sun drying the top of the compost out. I'm going to try that on a few of the beds this year, and I'm going to do that with the potatoes as well, just to help stop things drying out so quick. But these can stay outside now. I'll find somewhere for them to live. But ones in there, they'll be absolutely fine in there. But these ones can stay outside. We'll keep an eye on how they do throughout the season. But best of luck to everyone else with this challenge, and I'm interested to see how everyone else is going to be planting theirs. I will pop links to these pots in the description, and anything else that I use, there should be links to everything in the description. The Nutrimate from Edwins of Anglesey, I'm not sure if I can share the links from his website, but I'll pop the name of the website in the description for you. So just like to say a massive thank you to everyone for watching, and catch you on the next one. Bye for now.